Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am not even going to hesitate as I push right into this Game 3 of this wonderful matchup series. Now, if you did click on this game by accident, if you are moving here into Game 3, this is a best of 3 series, and I am not going to spoil how things have been going so far. Excuse me while I cough a moment, and you can load up Game 1. There we go. No tickle in the throat. I am clear and ready to cast this game between Aristeo and Monchi. Now, if you have not left the game yet, spoiler alert, it is 1-1. That's why we're in Game 3. It's a fantastic play on both these players' ends. In Game 1, we saw a powerful push by Monchi of Blink Stalkers and +1 timing with about 3 or 4 gates. I believe he had 4, maybe even 5 gates. Have to go back and check that in the video later on. Correct myself in the description. And Monchi did a great push at the beginning and ended up beating Aristeo pretty handedly early on. Now, Aristeo in Game 2, in Game 1 he did an Infestor Zergling play. That can be powerful against Terran, especially if you begin to integrate Banelings. Can absolutely demolish Marines. However, in game against Protoss, at least in Game 1, it didn't work so well. In Game 2, however, well, it didn't work then either because he didn't go for it. He went for a Hydralisk Roach build. He had +1 ranged weapon upgrades. He did exceptionally well. And also getting out Corruptors, spotting the Colossus, getting the Spire down, getting the Corruptors out with +1 for them as well. And really sniping out Colossus and punishing the rest of the army. And just demolishing Monchi. Oh, sec please, there was a pause. Now thankfully in the replays we don't have to wait through pause, it doesn't stop and then we sit here and we twiddle our thumbs and we make small chat and I begin to read off stats of the players. Like how Monchi is 38 EU Grandmaster, how Aristeo is 127 EU Grandmaster. But we don't have to do all that. Even though I just did, you see what I did there. We go right into the game here. It bypasses that pause completely and thankfully. And we just, we're going right through. Now, this map is actually pretty popular for a lot of Protoss to Forge Fast Expand. Monchi deciding instead to do a 1 gate and rally 2, now 3 Stalkers to an Extractor at his natural. Okay. He's got 1 gas and he's just putting probes into it. It seems like this would be, I mean, by all accounts, this seems like it would be a build for a fast expand, a Forge Fast Expand, throw down some cannons. But I guess not. Instead, he's chosen to make 3 Zealots with a 4th on the way. He's even chrono boosting them out. And they're going to repel any quick Zergling attacks. Yeah. Aristeo's got his expansion on the way, just finishing the 3rd mark. Income tab shows 21 harvesters for our Protoss player to the 16 for our Zerg. And that's something a little bit unusual. The Zerg is actually going, he's got 8 Zerglings out, just got his 4th Overlord and a Queen. And this is it. He's really having to put out a lot of Zerglings to repel against this early Zealot pressure. No proxy gate, no hard cheese, but plain and simple, just early harass by Monchi. It'd be great if he could snipe out this Queen, if he can rally the Zealots up really quickly, get a good surround, and then just start dicing anywhere. Even if he could just kill her, which he will easily, that will be a very powerful blow dealt, very painful blow dealt to Aristeo. And I say that some people may be like, oh, well, it's just a Queen. I mean, it's not like he took out 8,000 Zerglings or something. Yes, it is just a Queen. However, it is 150 minerals. It means that this hatchery, which could be saturated with larvae and producing more drones right away, won't be as he waits to mate it. And it's another 150 you have to spend. It's just not really, I mean, early on, you just feel the extra pain of it. And these Zerglings are going to be trying to get through here, do something, poke some harass. They're not going to do a whole lot in terms of seeable damage and in terms of... Wait a sec. check out the way the cybernetics core spins. It's like these little things inside of it are pointing one way and then they're pointing the other. I'm trying to follow them around. Do they switch? I think they switch. My God, Blizzard, can you put more detail into your games? Seriously? That's just ridiculous. They just sit there and spot out all these little itty-bitty tiny graphical things. Now, Aristeo is stopping, or at least delaying. He's not stopping, but he's certainly delaying the dropping of this this expansion. And I don't know. I really would have liked to have seen a much more standard Forge Fast expand from Aristeo, or from Monchi on this map. It's very, very powerful and very, very great for just keeping on level with Zerg. We do see 2 spine crawlers going down here to really prevent any more early pressure on a 4-gate that might be coming, or some such if there's a proxy nearby. Zerglings are going to come in here. They're going to try to do some damage to this Nexus. Force fields are going to stop them from running. They're going to take out a probe. Good for them. But Aristeo really doesn't know what to do with him now. He's like, well, I can't take on the Zealot Sentry group. They've got force fields all over the place. And that's going to stop the Zealots, the Zerglings, from really moving too far. They're slowly getting picked off. They really need to do just some form of damage. 2 more of them get intercepted here. And 3 are going to make it out with their lives. And they just pull back and get ready to pull that for their collective strength later on. The Roach Warren has just finished for Aristeo. And an early push is coming out for Monchi. Now, he does have... I know Warp Gate's finished, so he's likely going to be warping in. Yes, there they are. 3 sentries and a Zealot to deal with these little lings. Just being a pain, a pest. 4 gates are down. There's not a probe coming with this army, which is strange. Normally you would expect for a probe to come by that could show you, or they could drop a proxy pylon. That's not going to be the case at all here. Now we've got 4 spine crawlers down, and we saw Aristeo in the first game drop as many as 7 spine crawlers. While it's a good idea to do it the early on, obviously it's going to stop any aggression here. It doesn't really pay off later on when you have a whole ton of, say, Immortals and Blink Stalkers and everything else coming in and pushing in. Now, I do like this. These Zerglings coming in, abusing the fact that he didn't wall off up here at the front, forcing at least to stop mining from this second base. As the probes do try to get into the safety of this assimilator and then swap out and do extra damage versus the Zerglings. They do go back to mining, and a few more are going to kill maybe a probe. Nope, not even a probe. That was very well handled by Monchi. Rocks have been broken. I'm sorry. Yes, that was handled by Monchi. Rocks are broken as Aristeo takes his 3rd. And we do see the spires halfway done. A lot of people are wondering if he's preemptively expecting Colossus. Fact is that Tal'darim Alter is great for Mutalisks. That's all there is to it. I play Mutalisks all the time on this map, even against Protoss, where people are like, oh, well, Storms and Blink Stalkers and blah, blah, blah. No. No, Mutalisks are just good because you can sweep around here, you can move up and over, you can poke at the front, you can move around the back. It's great for punishing immobile armies, which the Protoss will often have. And we do see that a robotics facility is down. An observer has been produced. And again, Monchi loving his hallucination play. He's really, really scouting around and far. And I do like that Aristeo is trying to sneak this 4th in here. You'd expect him to go here or even here. But instead, he's dropping a 4th in a little bit of a sneakier place because he's taking a little bit of a risk. He's actually down in the supply. Again, with a Roach composition, which is likely going to be much more powerful. With these Zerglings here ready to harass when a 3rd drops, which it is. Problem being that now Monchi's left his natural open, and if Aristeo can move his way around and snipe it out, well, not snipe out his natural with all of 8 Zerglings, but go in and get some good probe snipes, that could be a serious blow, at least for the little bit that he gets to do it. Now, we do have Mutalisks on the field. There are 7 out. 4 Roaches and 11 Lings. The Mutalisks may have been spotted by hallucination. 2 more have just finished, and Flyer level 1 is on the way, as well as Melee level 1 for our Zerg finishing up. Ground level 1 for our Protoss is just past halfway, with Blink and Root And yes, the Mulus must have been spotted because the Stalkers are back here and ready to kill. But still, abusing that mobility. Cannon's going down. Oh, and this Dark Shrine is right out in the open. That's easily going to get spotted by Aristeo unless he didn't see it. He did see something going down, but I don't think he had the time to click and see what it was. We did hear even more Mulus have been spawned. He really needs to get this creep tumor spreading. Oh, whoops. Maybe I'll switch to the all-cam mode here so that we can see everything that's going on. Is Mulus taking out a number of zealots and helping with some sentries, but still losing.